Umesh Ji, please tell us what's been the response on ground and what should we expect? Is this closer? Is it going to be closer or leaning? The trend is towards the Satta Bazaar predictions, or is there something different?
Well, I've seen the numbers for phase one so far, and from phase one numbers, we can conclude that NDA will do relatively better than what they did in 2020 election in the constituencies which went to polls in phase one. And the important part here is that this improvement will be largely because of better performance by JDU. So BJP will more or less consolidate on where it was. It's JDU which will improve its tally from 2020.
So JDU strike rate will be better, and that many people are predicting. Did you get a sense of why? Is it because of Nitish Babu? Is it because of the fact that the Modi-Nitish combo was actively projected right through?
It's the LJP factor. In 2020, there were about 33 seats where JDU could have won if LJP was contesting as part of NDA.
Right.
But that didn't happen. So out of those 33 seats, I see that there are about 21 seats which are in phase one this time. And out of the 21 seats, JDU seems to be winning 15, 16 seats out of that. So that's adding to the tally of NDA.
Right.
And that consolidation of NDA votes is perhaps what is making the most important difference here.
Very interesting. Will be interesting to see, will LJP return the kind of strike rate that it's expected, because it's pulled about 29 seats to itself. Now many believe bahut zyada de diya to Chirag Paswan. Will he actually live up to that expectation? Nalin Mehta has a point, and then Sandeep Ji, please weigh in. Yes,
on
Nalin
the
Mehta.
JDU factor, I want to add to what Nisala was saying. In the Lok Sabha of 2024 results, the JDU seat share was up to 72 from 43 last time, if you extrapolate the Lok Sabha to the Vidhan Sabha, which meant the strike rate went up significantly. A lot of that was because of the surprise that happened with LJP last time, LJP cutting a lot of votes and so on. This time, they're all fighting together, while there have been issues within the alliance. At the moment, if the JDU is going to be in the forefront, and I think it is at the moment, and let's wait for the election results or the exit poll results, then you might be seeing a replication of the 2024 kind of matrix, where the JDU strike rate increases significantly, the BJP remains more or less similar to where it was, and RJD and Congress go further down compared to 2020. That's what happened in 2024. The question is, what has changed in Patna between 2024 to now? We have not seen any significant evidence of a massive shift on the ground from that matrix.
Right. Rajiv Rudy has limited time with us. So Rajiv ji, just quickly asking, MY factor, Mahila youth, Mahila Yuva or Muslim Yadav, क्या बढ़ चढ़ के बोलेगा sir?
No, Muslim Yadav to always speaks in a loud tone, and that is what scares everyone away. And I have an experience, if you can count my experience, though I can speak slight bit of English too. 7 terms in parliament, 1 term as an MLA. I can see it on the ground, and I have been moving around in the state, in my assembly constituency, in my parliament, and across North Bihar. North Bihar always fares better than the South Bihar, but this election, South Bihar is faring well. And it's a quiet voting. People are not speaking, there is no wave, and there is no anti-wave against the government. And there is some credibility which is there with the government. When you talked about LJP would not add seats, but the overall political combination which has emerged, or the combination has sent a message for all of them to vote together. So that factor, and I would still agree, because on ground, when I was visiting BJP seats and when I was visiting JDU seats, I would feel that JDU is gaining. BJP would certainly retain its position. Government in Bihar will certainly be this time again for NDA, because you all must remember, this is a phase when Bihar will see an end of Lalu Yadav, and possibly also with age coming in on leadership on my side or the NDA side also. But it is, till date, it is a battle drawn between Nitish Kumar and Lalu Yadav, and Narendra Modi and Rahul Gandhi. So obvious, the results are obvious, and this could be my version of my explanation.
सारण में
नहीं, हमारा इलाका तो सबसे खतरनाक है बिहार के राजनीति में। मैं खुद ही लालू जी से पिछले 40 साल से लड़ता रहा हूं। आई हैव बीन कंटेस्टिंग हिम 40 years and there is not a single member in his family whom I have not fought or won or lost. So even his daughter last time. So no one can have a better experience about Lalu Raj in Bihar than Chapla and Rajiv Pratap Rudy, the 35 years of contest against him. So possibly you can next time you can put me on the panel and I would be very dispassionate in my opinion and come back and I promised me to give a check and I can give you better feedback on the subject.
जी, okay, sir.
So great, thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Always a
and all
pleasure
the
speaking
best.
with you. Thank you, sir. Sandeep Shastri ji,
Bye,
thank you
bye,
for your
sir. Bye
patience.
to
You've been
everybody.
listening to everybody's opinion. Thank you, Rajiv ji. Sandeep ji, how do you see Bihar? What's happening? We're going to have the numbers very, very soon. Ji.
Thank you, Zaka. It was wonderful listening to colleagues on the panel. This is the challenge of being online in such a program. I think I would make 2-3 points. One, the higher voter turnout both in phase 1 and phase 2. I don't think either side should say it is beneficial to them because there is no past empirical evidence to show that higher voter turnout helps the defender or helps the challenger. What seems to be crucial in Bihar this time is 2 factors. The MY you referred to, but not the MY which was looked at by Rajiv ji. I think the MY crucial this time is the Mahila and the youth. A higher woman voter turnout as last time, I think will be advantage NDA. And a higher youth turnout is something that can be, both parties are not sure which direction it will move. With 1 out of every 4 voters being youth, the highest anywhere in the country, in the age group of 18 to 29. These are voters who have a strong sense of expectation. These are voters who are aspirational. These are voters who are looking for jobs in Bihar. These are voters who are looking for good skill and employment opportunities in Bihar. And they would look at both the NDA and the Gathbandhan and decide where is the trust quotient higher.
But these are also voters who have not seen Lalu Raj. They have only seen Nitish Raj. Yeah.
Yes, these are voters who have been socialized in the last 20. These have been voters who have been socialized in the last 20 years, much of which has seen Nitish Kumar ji as the chief minister.
Well, Sandeep ji, this is Anand here who's been asking you the questions. Zaka is coming in now.
No. So I want to make a point about this higher voter turnout. I think increasingly there is evidence to show that a higher voter turnout happens when there is greater mobilization by both sides. So in this case, for example, in phase 2, if it ends up with 70%, which means 7 out of 10 voters have come out and exercised their franchise, which means both sides had equal motivation to come out and vote. In this case, I think, somebody had mentioned this on the panel the other day as well, is that the JDU voter, the NDA voter knows that this is probably Nitish Kumar's last election, right? So we don't want to retire him in a way that is not befitting for what he's done over the last 20 years. So generally, the incumbent voter is less motivated than the anti-incumbent voter because the anti-incumbent voter is angry, wants to change, is not happy with the existing situation. So there is greater motivation for the anti-incumbent voter to come out. Whereas in this case, because there's mobilization from both sides, because on the incumbent side, it has been made out that we have to give a fitting farewell to the incumbent. That's why you're seeing a higher voter turnout. That's why you're seeing closer to 70%.